is a waterfall of windmills and rockets and empty baskets. In my heart is a waterfall, bleeding pine trees and lit up windows and poison arrows. In my heart is a waterfall of silver linings and dirty laundry and bedtime hate. In my
Hello, how are you? So I did get the necklaces for the dogs. They arrived today. Shira's fits, Wolfie's fits. Damon's is too small. He, like I can close it, but it's really, it's very, very constraining, and I don't like that. So, for the moment, he's got a red ribbon holding it closed. And I have because the 24-inch one wasn't quite enough, so I have a 28-inch doggy necklace coming on Sunday. So yeah, 24 is not enough for my dude. Hi friends, I'll be lurking tonight watching the World Cup with the hubby. We'll join in during the next chatty bit. Love it. Tags like feeds the tech gremlins and gives them math fact cards to learn. Disappears to get a walk in right quick. I love that. I need to get some momentum on Act 3 before I leave for vacation on Monday. Hey babes. Hi guys, I was hoping for sprints tonight. Hi. Hello, folding some laundry and then I'm gonna try to write. Yes. Getting some food during the first sprint. Love it. Hi. Dropping by to say hi, but I got a nap. Hopefully I'll wake up before the end. Enjoy your nap. Yes, that was disappointing. So many jokes. Not for a Friday, but tomorrow. Brace yourselves, I'm actually working tonight. And actually, I have another story for you. So I tell the husband, I'm like, his necklace doesn't fit. And then I go back to watching TikTok. And I don't know if y'all have seen women's rugby. Ilona Mar and Portia Woodman. They're amazing and fantastic. And women's rugby in general is just awesome. And so I'm watching what seems to be an exceedingly long video of the two of them, and it really did. So like I said, I'm watching this really long video on TikTok of the two of them. It's showing clips of them playing, it's showing clips of their faces. Love it. And I'm just watching that, and the husband is busy texting me, and I see the notifications, but I'm ignoring them because I don't care. He finally comes in the house, because he's actually here. And he's like, so what, you're not talking to me now? Just because you can't measure properly? And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, I've been messaging you. I was like, look, I was watching this. And I showed him what I was watching, and he said, oh, lesbian fantasies, that's why you're ignoring me. I was like, you're damn right it's why I'm ignoring you. This is a very good video. So, yeah, the husband is completely unslighted by the fact that I was fully ignoring him and his nonsense as I watched the two of them. And, good on him, because it wouldn't have done him good to be mad about it if he was. Uh, Hi, Peter from Australia. Yay for Spence. I have a few things I need to do, and then I need to smash some words out. Like, sir, not everything is about you or a slight on you. Exactly. It wasn't about him. It was just a really long video of those two freaking gorgeous women. And you know, those two women on their TikTok channels, they often post, you know, hey, which dress do you think I should wear to this event? Dear fucking God. I am, in that respect, I'm no better than a man. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I should be watching this. Um, and just FYI, Portia Woodman looked way better in the black dress than the green dress. Go figure. It was just the wrong shade of green, I think. But I guess let's go ahead and get into our sprints. So all the magic, and I'll see you on the other side.
He spoke into the skin of his son, and he said,
How did you do? How did you do? I was not paying any sort of attention to the timer. So, yeah, I was totally into a class. How did you do? Let's see. Where are we? Okay. I'm looking to start another project this weekend. I got the idea after starting a not my usual genre book. Ooh, fun. I'm gonna give dark romance a try. Even if nothing comes of it, it could be fun to work on when I get stuck on my main work in progress. I love it. Also, yes, YouTube likes to eat comments, so if I have not said I'm skipping your comment for a specific reason, pop on over to Twitch, because odds are it's just not showing it to me. And in case you need the link, Jess has posted it in the chat, so it is there. But if you don't want to scroll, you can always go to the channel page and it is there as well. Let's see, wait. Melanie, I adore it. It's fun and a nice option to rotate between. Yeah. All the dark humor puns go here. Reach chat equals inspo. Thank you. Reading and lost track of time. I love that. Ooh, go for it. Off the shelf, Melanie. I'm too much of a weenie for truly dark stuff. But I do have a paranormal dark academia idea that's been simmering that might be my fun project. I mean, if it's like a YA type book, it doesn't have to be super dark to be dark academia, right? Brecky, I love that. Also, I hope you have an amazing vacay starting on Monday. Yes. Thank you. I need it so bad. I have to come late and leave early, but it's 5 days at the beach, and I'm hoping to actually get time to chill and maybe even read a physical book. Ooh, sounds fun. That sounds so lovely. I'll bet you get some amazing downtime in there. Okay, 463, and finish the last little bit I needed to add for a totally complete Act 2. Yes! Now to go grab a snack and check in on the World Cup. 2-0 USA. Awesome. I was about to DM you if you didn't come back because the howl doesn't play for you often. Yes. Yes. Always a good plan. Did some coursework, plot work. Love it. Words happened. Trying to make some edits suggested by a beta reader, but it's a slog. Like, if you hate those edits, don't do them. Hubby and I cheered so loudly we scared the cats. I love that. Laugh out loud. Poor cats. We felt so bad. Seems like no writing is going to happen for me tonight, but my roommate made cookies. Ooh, what kind? What kind? Also, Brecky, congrats on completing Act 2. Yes. Also, there is a wonderful Black-owned business that makes these amazing earrings. They are very lightweight and super comfy to wear, and she has a lot of different really cool shapes. So, yeah, you should check them out. They're on TikTok. Actually, let me get a name for you, because no, Buffalo Wild Wings, absolutely not. Okay, here we go. Orders. Brown butter chocolate chip. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Okay, her name is Wendy Nichelle. She's on TikTok. Okay, so there's her name. And she really, you're not going to be able to see it, are you? No. Okay. Well, sorry about that. But she has some really amazing shapes and stuff. So, can I share this from here? Share shop. Jess, I'm gonna send this to you so that you can post it. Because I'm already in your DMs. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Jess is going to share the link for that shop. It's a TikTok shop. But yeah, definitely check it out. Let's see. This sounds amazing. That's a great roomie in my opinion. Yeah. And brown butter. Oh, I would go look, but if I go to TikTok, I'm screwed for the rest of the night. Fully understand. And I got the link. Just got company grand for a baby. Ah, have fun. And may you wake rested, refreshed, and ready to kick the crap out of your day. And the lady's name is Wendy Michelle. She's a great roommate as long as I do the dishes. She makes me all the cookies I want. I mean, like, damn, that's a deal. Enjoy the visit, Louise. Thanks. I can't be trusted to TikTok when I'm working. Excellent arrangement. It is. Charlie's got a good arrangement going. That works. I can be trusted for that. And here we go. Here is the link. Literally might use "I'm in your DMs" as a line in the news story. It goes right along with the plot. And this is directed at Charlie. Not to be creepy, but can I move in? I like cookies. Oh, all right. So, here we go. Sprint number 2. We're staying sort of on time-ish. Look at how I'm doing so good. All the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. How did you do? How did you do? Luckily, I was paying attention this time because it definitely did not do the howl. Let's see. See, Rhee's chat equals inspiration. This is what I was doing at work in the afternoon instead of working. New York City rent is expensive. The more roommates, the better. Oh, for sure. I'm going to go watch the game. I'll be back for members only tomorrow. Have fun. Night off the shelf, Melanie. USA just scored right before the half. Whew, very exciting sports ball, and oldest is actually hanging out. Ooh, fancy. Now to see if I can grab words before it gets exciting again. Glad you were paying attention because I was not. That means you were working though, so that's awesome. There were words, but I forgot to record my starting. No worries. I have feline paralysis. Oh no. So where is the cat set? They graduate from high school tomorrow. Oh, congratulations. Yes, there is that. So, the maca class that I started the other night, I am just finishing it up. It's amazing. I wrote pages of notes, and yeah, and even some storytelling. So, very cool. I'm super pleased. There's like, a few minutes of ending the class left, but I'm super happy I finished the class. I might draw for the rest of the evening. I don't know. Undecided. But we'll see. Possibly I could write. That's the thing. It's definitely... Ooh, no. I need to do some research for my paper. That's what I need to do. I'm almost done with this lecture, then I'll start on the character work that goes with it. Yay! So yeah, I'm actually going to do research because I have a presentation due in about 2 weeks. So I need to do that, and since it is essentially on, why women should be leading, whether religion or psychedelic ceremony type things. I want to get it right. Also, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but the Southern Baptist Association, they voted. Oh, you know what? I saved the link. There it is. A formal ban. They voted for a formal ban on churches with women pastors. I'm pulling up the thing right now, the article right now. Southern Baptists vote to advance a formal ban on churches with women pastors. Let's see, finally finished my job list, and now I can start writing. Excellent work, Petra. So apparently thousands of Southern Baptists overwhelmingly voted Wednesday to advance a formal ban on women pastors in the nation's largest Protestant denomination, sending a clear message that men alone should preach to these conservative evangelical congregations. The amendment would tighten existing restrictions in the Southern Baptist Convention, which already has a faith statement opposing women pastors. The vote was 6,028 to 2,026. How interesting those numbers are. A 3-to-1 margin, which easily exceeded the required 2/3 majority. It will require a similar two-thirds vote at next year's meeting to become part of their constitution. And this is just Southern Baptist. This isn't, any other churches. The 2-day meeting concluded Wednesday after bringing more than 11,000 delegates or messengers to a cavernous convention center in Orlando, Florida. Typical of the Southern Baptist Convention, is that right? Yeah, Southern Baptist Convention's annual meetings. The gathering carries a feel of a town hall with a cast of thousands. It mixes worship and sermons with numerous motions and resolutions governed by parliamentary procedure, where the sacred and the arcane are debated with equal fervor. A debate Wednesday over the location of a future Southern Baptist Convention annual meeting took longer than the debate over women pastors. Albert Mohler, and his name is spelled Mohler, in case anybody wants to look him up and send him a personal fuck you, who sponsored the amendment on women pastors, said it addressed a defining issue. This is an opportunity for Southern Baptists to speak in truth, in unity, in conviction, said Mohler, president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky. There's a great line that divides liberal and biblical evangelicalism, and you can see it on this very issue. The trajectory of liberal denominations is clear. There was only brief debate, and none of it contained support for women pastors. The sole opposition came from South Carolina pastor Doug Mize, M-I-Z-E. He said the measure wasn't necessary because the denomination already has a mechanism to expel churches with women in senior pastoral positions, and it's done so multiple times. What we have already works, he said. Southern Baptist leaders cite biblical passages that limit pastors to men. Advocates for women's ministry cite biblical passages that proclaim men and women as equal under God and where women are called to proclaim the gospel. So I'm not going to read further. It's a long article. But I am going to say that I was raised in the Southern Baptist Church. My parents, who are now MAGA, were very much Southern Baptist. And before I was 9 years old, I knew that the Southern Baptists hated women. I knew that they didn't like girl children. They didn't see any use for us, with the exception of sex and creating more children. And I was a young child. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't know this because I was like super absorbed in the lectures, the sermons, that's the word for it. I didn't know it because of that. I didn't know it because they taught it in Sunday school, because they sure the fuck didn't teach radical things like that. I knew it because of how many men had been hitting on me since I was 5. And they were all, every last one of them, good Southern Baptist men. So, I don't know, maybe talk to your friends about not being in a Southern Baptist church, because it's not safe for them, and it's not safe for their children. And in case anyone would like to read the article themselves, here it is. And let me catch up on comments because I was just, let's see. How can they ban a church? Well, Southern Baptists can eject Southern Baptist churches from their grouping. Yeah. Get 'em, ladies. Time to be more like females of other species on this planet, right? Like the praying mantises, hyenas, um, orcas. Yeah. The female praying mantis eats the heads of their mates, and a lot of spiders kill their mates too. And with lions, the men are just there for procreation. That's it. They're not good for anything. Anything. Um, and, I saw recently how certain, how men are essentially becoming extinct. The Y chromosome was never terribly stable. And we have figured out how to create babies from two women. Science has done that for us, ladies. We are, like, I don't think the men realize how unnecessary they are at this point. I'm gonna lose, like, if you follow me, if you're subscribed to the channel, maybe tomorrow check and make sure that you're still subscribed, because every time I talk about stuff like this, I lose subscribers. And I don't necessarily think that it's because people are, jumping ship. I really think it's because YouTube is yoinking them. Male lions are rock candy. Nothing more. All the puns intended. Agreed. All right, so are we on sprint 3? Yeah, I think so. So, here we go. Sprint number 3. All the magic. And where is it for? I don't know. I'll figure it out during this sprint. And if this is the last one, then sorry, I didn't have better warning for you. So, all the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so after going through things, I did figure out that was sprint number 3. So we have one more sprint left. Um, and I just found out it because I'm not super familiar with the Jewish religion, but I just found out that one of the ways that abusive men within the Jewish religion, or abusive women, either way, one of the ways that they abuse their spouse, as they go through a divorce, is that they refuse to allow them the spiritual divorce. The get is apparently what it's called. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. I may not be. But I had no idea that was another way for men to, spiritually abuse, or women. That was a way for married people to spiritually abuse their spouse by not allowing them a get. Although I was aware that the Mormon church, but I've been in more contact with Mormons because they're working everywhere. But I was aware of their rules on divorce, and those aren't any better. They're weird. Let's see. I'm just in time. You are. The last sprint is upon us. Yeah. I just, oof. No worries. I was able to figure it out. And, you got to do some work. So, that's awesome. But yeah, it's just weird. To be fair, my internet was taking forever to load, and let me finish counting. Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. But yeah, I just, I am searching about, what was the search I did? Spiritual leaders causing harm. That was the search, and that article about, and they do say it is mostly men doing this, about Jewish women not being able to get that spiritual divorce was one of the ones that came up, and I'm just like, what? I really find it hard to believe how these religions can say that, they love everybody, all their parishioners are, special, blah blah blah, but then they treat their women like this. I really feel like this is why they start us on, oh, he's hitting you because he likes you when we're children. They start us on that as children because they need us to believe it as adults. They need us to believe that somebody being mean to us constantly, that somebody abusing us all the time is love. And I'm here to tell you it fucking ain't. So yeah, I don't know. It is always interesting the strange things I learn as a side effect of the research I do. That is so wild. And it kind of sounded like in that article, and if I have anybody Jewish in here that can correct me, please do. It kind of sounded like in that article that it was only the woman that was bound by that. Only the woman who was unable to start a new relationship because she was bound to the old one. I don't know for sure about that, and I could definitely be wrong, but that was the tone of the article. And I don't know, man. It's just weird. All right. So here we go. Fourth and final sprint of the evening. All the magic, and I will see you on the other side. How did you do? How did you do? So, doing the research, right? The Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, MAPS.org, they have an ayahuasca community guide for the awareness of sexual abuse. They created a whole guide. It's so rampant. This is why my paper is about, women should be the ones leading this. Because the fuck. Congratulations. Go sports ball. Yes, right about the kidnappings. Almost 200 words. Excellent. Right? Like, there's so much of it that they put out a community guide. I just... and the article starts out, many individuals participate in ayahuasca ceremonies for healing purposes, sometimes specifically to heal trauma caused by sexual abuse. Considering this, it is especially disturbing to discover that sexual abuse is also quite prevalent in ayahuasca and shamanic healing contexts. Like, men can't lead ever again. They're not fucking fit. They were never fit to lead. And like, I didn't know about this until I started researching it, and I have to, I'm typing in very specific keywords. So if you're researching ayahuasca ceremonies and places to have one done, this isn't going to come up. Yay for productive! Yes, so much that. About that welcome basket, which flavor, honey? Right? 300 for a total of 460. Excellent, Petra. I think I'm figuring out where things are out of place. Awesome! Awesome! Oh yeah, we don't need the timer. That was our final sprint. So much that. And like, first page in the Google search, news, not just regular Google search, but news specifically, was just, there's so many on the first page, and I'm on the second page. Texas Observer, a bad trip with the toad shaman. Psychedelic churches charge thousands to teach practitioners to administer bufo, a trendy sacrament. Experts warn these programs are ripe for abuse. Focus Taiwan, temple shaman gets 25-year sentence for sexual assault of devotee. I mean, it just keeps going. Men shouldn't lead ever anything. They probably shouldn't lead the dogs outside at this point. Fuck. Because they fuck them too. Okay, so I'm not reading that out loud. This came in the mail today. Finally got it. Bones and honey. And I've flipped open to a few different ones, and they are just amazing. amazing prayers. She spent a good time doing excellent work with her writing. And yeah, yes, write about fictional men who are absolute delights, and that delete the men who aren't. Like, they could, those men you're talking about, they could just, make them disappear and never really answer the question of what happened to them. It'll be fun. Ah, and yeah. So, but highly recommend this book. It's awesome. And the other one that I'm reading right now, Seasons of Moon and Flame, fantastic as well. Also, Liturgies of the Wild. That Irish storyteller is fabulous. And now I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for being here. You're amazing. You're doing great. And may you all wake rested, refreshed, and ready to kick the crap out of your day.
In my heart is a waterfall.